I'm a huge fan of wolves, but even I know that they don't stand a chance against most big cats. Cougars are a main threat to them, and when they end up actually meeting one, you can feel the blood freeze in their veins, which is exactly what we're about to see today. This cocky wolf ventured into dangerous territory when it attempted to seize a wolverine's den. Despite the significant size advantage, the wolf severely underestimated its smaller opponent. The wolverine, driven by the primal instinct to protect its home, transformed into a deadly adversary. What ensued was an intense battle that seemed like it might never end, with neither animal willing to concede. The wolverine, though considerably smaller, fought with unmatched hostility. Its defense was fueled by the knowledge that this wasn't just any fight. It was defending its sanctuary, its territory, its home. Under normal circumstances, the wolf's superior size and strength would have guaranteed victory against a wolverine. However, the combination of home ground advantage and the wolverine's legendary fighting spirit proved too much for the intruder. Eventually, the wolf retreated, having learned a valuable lesson about underestimating a creature defending its territory. Two wolves spotted what they thought would be an easy target here, a lone wolverine. Despite their advantage in numbers and size, they had made a huge mistake. After scouting the area and confirming the wolverine was alone, the wolves devised a strategy to attack from opposite directions, planning to immobilize their target. However, the wolverine proved to be both intelligent and exceptionally agile, as the wolves approached from different angles, hoping to trap their smaller prey between them. The wolverine demonstrated why it's one of nature's most clever defenders. Rather than succumbing to panic, it maneuvered skillfully to prevent the wolves from executing their pincer movement. The ensuing battle was brief, but decisive. The wolverine's combination of tactical awareness and fierce fighting ability quickly convinced the wolves to abandon their hunting plan. They retreated, having learned a valuable lesson about underestimating a smaller but more determined opponent. While feasting on a carcass in the dark woods, this wolverine was surprised by a wolf that suddenly came charging at it. Despite being caught off guard, the wolverine met the challenge head-on, demonstrating that it had nerves of steel. The two predators engaged in a brief but intense skirmish, though neither seemed intent on a fight to the death. The wolf, merely seeking to claim the carcass, exercised cautious aggression. It understood that a serious fight with the wolverine, even one smaller than itself, could result in grave injuries. Meanwhile, the wolverine, already satiated from feeding, was simply defending itself rather than protecting the meal. Recognizing the potential cost of escalation, both animals showed remarkable restraint. The well-fed wolverine eventually chose to abandon the carcass, leaving it to the wolf rather than risk a more serious confrontation. Here's an encounter between a wolf and cougar that demonstrates the clear dominance hierarchy between these two predators. Though the cougar showed minimal aggressive intent, the wolf's reaction revealed its acute awareness of the danger. Without hesitation, it fled the area, displaying a clear understanding of its disadvantaged position against the larger cat. The wolf's rapid retreat wasn't merely cautious behavior. It was a survival response rooted in the natural order of these apex predators. Despite wolves' reputation as fearsome hunters, they recognize when they're outmatched. The cougar, with its superior strength, agility, and killing power, represented a serious threat that even a confident wolf wouldn't challenge. The footage perfectly captured why these two species typically avoid direct confrontation in the wild. While wolves might dominate many other predators, especially in pack situations, a solitary wolf stands little chance against a cougar's superior hunting capabilities. The wolf's instinctive retreat likely saved it from an agonizing death. Coming face to face with a mountain lion, this wolf knew that it was screwed, but it tried to buy itself some time before running away. It lifted its paw and started growling, trying to warn the cougar not to come any closer. The wolf was visibly shaking, and it wasn't because of the low temperatures. It knew that getting out of this situation wasn't going to be easy, and that it had very little time to come up with an exit strategy. The wolf's final move was to quit the aggressive behavior and just run, hoping that it could somehow outrun a freaking mountain lion. Thankfully, the cougar didn't seem too interested in killing the wolf, as it only wanted it out of its territory. After successfully taking down a deer, this puma was trying to catch its breath after the intense hunt. when its moment of triumph was interrupted by unwelcome visitors. A pack of wolves had caught wind of the kill and decided to challenge the big cat for its prize. The puma, despite its exhaustion, immediately switched into defensive mode, ready to protect its hard-earned meal from the intruders. Although the big cat was a powerful opponent with superior individual strength, the wolves' coordinated pack tactics proved to be a significant challenge. They used their numerical advantage effectively, working together to pressure the puma to move away from its kill. But their superior numbers only worked to extend the battle in the end. The young puma was eventually able to chase all of them off single-handedly, proving that even an army of wolves are too weak to handle a single young big cat. A wolf had made a fatal error in judgment when it entered a cougar's territory here. Rather than retreat, which would have been the smart choice, the wolf made the tragic decision to stand its ground. The trigger for this deadly confrontation was surprisingly small, just a fish that the wolf had caught and attempted to defend. The ensuing encounter demonstrated the stark difference in combat capabilities between these two predators. The cougar's superior strength and killing efficiency became immediately apparent. Within seconds, the big cat had completely overwhelmed its canine opponent, using its powerful body to throw the wolf down. The cougar then employed its signature killing technique, a precise and deadly bite to the back of the neck. The wise move would have been to just lose the fish, but the wolf's arrogance caused it to lose its life instead. Take a look at this rare and dramatic encounter between two apex predators that played out along a roadside, captured by a fortunate observer. The confrontation began with the wolf seemingly in control, having secured a powerful grip on a cougar's face with its deadly jaws. However, this initial advantage proved fleeting. The moment the wolf's grip weakened, the tide of the battle shifted dramatically in the cougar's favor. With characteristic feline agility and lethal precision, the big cat seized its opportunity, targeting the wolf's vulnerable neck. The cougar's counterattack demonstrated why these cats are such feared predators. With a suffocating bite, the cougar quickly subdued its canine opponent. The entire engagement, though brief, displayed the deadly efficiency of both predators and the fine line between victory and defeat in the wild. One tense standoff unfolded at a creek here when a solitary wolf, seeking a sip of water, found itself in an unwelcome confrontation with a group of territorial coyotes. Though smaller individually, the coyotes used their numbers to their advantage, surrounding the larger predator and attempting to assert dominance over the water source. The wolf, while clearly not seeking conflict, tried to stand its ground for a moment. It strategically positioned itself with its back to the water, eliminating the possibility of a rear attack. The standoff eventually dissolved into a series of warning barks before the wolf decided to withdraw. It might have been the bigger predator, but those coyotes can be exceptionally vicious, and the wolf understood that perfectly, so it decided to just leave the area instead. This wolf's hubris led to a humbling encounter with a massive grizzly bear. Demonstrating remarkable overconfidence, or perhaps poor judgment, the wolf casually strolled past the apex predator as if the bear was merely a part of the landscape. This display of disrespect proved to be a costly mistake, though. The grizzly, unwilling to tolerate such boldness from a lesser predator, swiftly reminded the wolf of the natural hierarchy. With lightning speed that belied its enormous size, the bear launched a disciplinary attack, delivering a warning bite to the wolf's back. Though not intended to kill, the bite served as an effective reminder of the bear's overwhelming physical superiority. The wolf, suddenly and painfully aware of its vulnerability, abandoned all pretense of confidence. It beat a hasty retreat, having learned a sharp lesson about showing proper deference to nature's most violent predator. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.